Breaking news. Barrister Ejimako finally responds to Edozie and his criminal syndicate in the DOS. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 17th of June 2023, and I have a very important information that I want to bring to your notice this time around as you are listening to my voice from where you are all over the world. My people, Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world, I want you to pay very good attention to this very issue because this is one of the most important things that we need to treat at the moment. So without further ado, let us delve into the matter and of course in details. As we have obtained this very press release from the official Twitter handle of Barrister Ejimako, which was made a couple of minutes ago. Recall that a couple of weeks ago, the said Edozie, who claimed to be the leader of DOS, killing innocent Biafrans in Biafran territory, using Dead Man Squad, and of course Nigeria's DSS and the military to slaughter innocent people and invade Biafran land. And he is doing this, giving this command all the way from Switzerland, while his henchman is in Kuwait, known as China Sanworu. Now, they made a publication in the name of Memo, banning Barrister Ejimako and the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from visiting him in the DSS custody in Abuja. That very memo was circulated all over the social media platforms by their errats, who usually bark like dogs on the social media. Now, based on the press release that we have obtained from the official Twitter handle of Barrister Ejimako, it says, press release 17th June 2023 from Ejimako. My attention has been drawn to a defamatory press release presently in active publication and circulation, signed and distributed by one Edozie, purporting to be leader of IPOB Department of State, stating that he has banned me from visiting my client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS, where he is being detained extrajudicially and unconstitutionally. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Let me highlight it. He said, purporting to be leader of IPOB Department of State. Those of you listening to me right now may not understand the meaning of this word here, this very statement here. That Edozie is purporting to be leader of IPOB Department of State. And the person who said this is the right-hand man of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the lawyer that sees Mazi Nnamdi Kanu twice in a week up to today. The lawyer that speaks with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu twice in a week. The man who can tell or should I say the only man who can give every details of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody as it stands right now, because it is now in the public that Ifa Jona Ifeanyi Ejiofor does no longer have access to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Neither does the son, Michael Zekome, visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon. So if the man who communicates with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu one-on-one, face-to-face, each and every time, is the one who tells you that somebody in the name of Edozie is purporting to be leader of IPOB Department of State, that means that this man called Edozie, the criminal, has been sacked long time ago by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. So I don't know if you get it. That the man Edozie has been sacked long time ago, probably 2 years, since 2 years ago, by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he's still parading himself as the HOD. And Umoko Kanetu Yike. The dogs, they paid monthly salary to come and praise them on social media, keep on telling them how wise they are. Fools, Umokoko. Look at it here. Purporting to be leader of IPOB Department of State. And the person who said this is the only person, I said, only person who can bring any information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the public. The only, I said, when I say only, I mean only. You can read my lips. The only person who can bring the genuine information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the public as it stands today. And this tweet was made, or should I say this press release was made just a couple of minutes ago. Now let us read. Accordingly, the same press release, the said Chief Edozie has stated that he has banned me from taking independent doctors to the DSS to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the purpose of making an independent assessment of his present health care needs. In the same token, the said Chief Edozie uttered warnings, grave threats, innuendos, and false allegations against my person and the Kanu family. First, let me make it crystal clear that according to the court order on visitations with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone, highlight that, alone, that possesses the sole power, highlight that also, possesses the sole power and discretion to choose whoever he desires visitation from. I want you to understand this, that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone that possesses the sole power and discretion. Possesses the sole power. So go and tell the idiot that he is just hallucinating and he has been put to shame. That is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has the sole power and discretion to choose whoever he desires visitation from. Not even the DSS, not even president, not even anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can decide, I don't want, once he said, I don't want to see this person again, that is final. DSS cannot force a visitor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not possible. So the idiot writing junk, the criminal writing junk in Switzerland does not actually understand what is going on in IPOB anymore. He doesn't know. Everything is gone from them. They don't know anything happening in IPOB again. Now, no other person can choose or impose visitors on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not even the DSS. Did you get that? Not even the DSS. That is exactly what I just said now. Not even the DSS can impose visitors on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government, the court, the IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers or relatives. Therefore, this Chief Edozie and his ilk have no place in this matter of who is approved to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, be it his lawyers, his doctors, or his relatives. So not court, neither court nor IPOB or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family. It is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself has the sole power and discretion to choose whoever he wants to visit him. That's all. Any other person or anybody making press release or memo or whatsoever is doing that at his own peril, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, second, it's also Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone that has the power to invite a medical doctor of his personal choice to have a visitation with him. He had done that. He had done it in the past, in August 2022, to my knowledge, and even as the visitation was mysteriously blocked at the last minute, my efforts and follow-up with the doctor generated the very first and only independent medical opinion that is being used today by all his lawyers and others in advancing his cases and pressing for the urgent medical attention he required since the rendition. Barrister Lawyer Ejimako, okay, mado. Oku ya na adagodi buwam. Oku ya na adabuwam. Now, for avoidance of doubt, it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who directly assigned this task to me as part of my complex brief as his special counsel and as part of the all-round effort to garner the urgent independent medical care that he requires. Now let me continue. There's nothing in this critical task that made it necessary that this matter of health, which has been urgent and Herculean, must be exclusive to just one person, and that my humble self and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family should be excluded from matters concerning his health. I don't know if you understand that at this very critical time, what you should be talking about now is the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is deteriorating. You have no right, if you are genuine, to say or to stop any doctor from visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and assessing his health condition. When I told you that the people that blocked the personal physicians from seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 6th of this month of June were the criminals who parade themselves as the DOS. We are getting there. Let's continue reading first. Third, the same publications suggested that this Edozie unwittingly admitted that he and his ilk were part of the grand conspiracy that had blocked the two doctors chosen by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to visit him on 6th June 2023, just because I was the lawyer that had, as part of my brief and instructions, prepared the letter of introduction the DSS had demanded for the visitation at the last and critical minutes. Now, the DSS demanded the letter of introduction of these personal physicians of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the doctors. Now, all of a sudden, after they have been cleared on their way to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, another DSS officer who was not even there before just appeared from nowhere and stopped the doctors and also asked them to leave. So the question is this: since it is now confirmed that it was the criminals, the Edozie and members of the DOS, including Ifeanyi Ejiofor, that made that call that they must not allow doctors to go and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, does it mean that Edozie, who claim to be the HOD, and the members of DOS are working hand in hand with the DSS of Nigeria? So you ask, what is the business of Edozie of DOS with Nigeria's DSS? Because IPOB is meant to be a thorn on the flesh of Nigerian government and its security apparatus, which DSS is included. So how comes those who claim to be piloting the affairs of IPOB that is meant to be a thorn on the flesh of Nigerian government and its security apparatus working hand in hand with DSS of the same Nigerian government? It's a simple question that if you are able to answer this question, you will now know where Mili Sueba no Pio Bagro. If you get now, have you seen it? Now let us continue. This is shocking and ominous to say the least, but leaving that aside for the moment, let me sound this note of warning. When you block independent medical doctors from visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when you knew that it was him that personally chose those doctors and invited them, you must know that you are deliberately endangering his life. Think about it. Think about it. Now, let me send a public message to our able barrister, our lawyer Ejimako, concerning this last word here. This one that I have highlighted. Barrister lawyer Ejimako has told Edozie and his ilk to think about it. To think about endangering the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by blocking the doctors who came to assess his health condition. My dear barrister lawyer Ejimako, they can never think about it. The criminals cannot think about it because their first target failed in Kenya. Let me analyze this a little bit. Let me digress a little bit. Their initial target failed in Kenya because the sole plan, the sole target was to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and seal it that nobody will hear it outside. All of us will go just ask, what is going on? Where is Mazi? Where is Mazi? Oh God, chai. But oh God, you are too much. You are too much. I thank you. God, I always praise you. We will just be asking, where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This was a plan by the DOS members led by Edozie. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will just disappear in Kenya. Nobody will hear anything about him. We'll just be asking, where is Mazi? Where is Mazi? Where is Mazi? And at the end of the day, nobody will know what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. So their plan, their initial plan with the zoo government led by Muhammadu Buhari, impostor then, was to get rid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and nobody should hear anything about it. Now, as God may have it, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not die in Kenya. So they had no any other option than to bring him to Nigeria. So when it was announced that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been brought back to the zoo, it was a shocker to them because their plan failed. And they now knew that they are now in a very big mess, an almighty mess. So it is a tussle now. It is a tussle and a puzzle because they can no longer control it. So even in my previous broadcast about that memo, I said that they want to use the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to eliminate him in the DSS custody, but it's not going to work. Barrister Ejimako, I know that you know about this. You know very well that these same people you mentioned their names here, Edozie and his ilk, do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive. But I know the reason why you cannot be talking about this because you don't want to hit the polity. I know. And I understand. So they don't think about it. They want Mazi. The best news for Chinasa Nworu today is to hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dead, which God forbid it can never happen. It can never ever happen. Never. God that kept him alive will see him through until Biafra is restored. Now, in conclusion, more so, it is pertinent to drum it home that it is inherently evil for anyone to use the life and death matter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health to settle phantom scores with his family or any of his lawyers. So going forward, any person who is still walking this dangerous path should be well advised to cease, desist, and pedal back. If you persist, the gutsy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world knows, will soon stop you. Because it is so wrong and he doesn't play with his health like you are doing at the moment. Finally, the highly publicized, inflammatory and dangerous statement by this Edozie and his ilk that my humble self, the Kanu family and the 2 doctors that were blocked on 6th June constitute danger to the life, health and safety of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been noted. Yes, it has been noted. We have seen it. And now we shall see what will be the end of these very criminals in the DOS. And when I say the end, we have ended them in IPOB, in the agitation. We will now see what is going to be their end in this world. Thank you, my people. To Salo Numozia and make it go viral.